Hey everybody, this is Bill from the Bill Heenan Real Estate team over at William Ravish Real Estate. Today is April 7th, Friday, Good Friday in fact. And I wanted to jump online here and give a market update, a local market update. I haven't done one in a while, and I think it was about time that I got out here and get this done. So here's where we are. You know, it's still a very, very strong seller's market. The strongest seller's market that I've ever experienced in my 30-year career. So if you're a seller and thinking about making a move, you're still in very, very good shape. And I don't believe that's going to go I don't think that's going away anytime soon. But what we have seen, and I think you've seen and heard from the national news as well as the local news, that you'll hear a lot about the median price falling. But that's not a result of actual prices falling. That's a result of not having any good inventory to sell. So let me explain that. When they look at the median price, they look to see where the middle ground is between the lowest unit and the upper unit. They look at all the units sold over a block of time, in this case the first quarter in most scenarios, and they're trying to find that middle, that median price. Where is it at in the middle there? Well, if you eliminate a lot of higher end sales, even if you eliminate the same amount of higher end sales as you eliminate lower end sales, the higher end sales are going to impact more dramatically that median price than the lower end sales would be, obviously, when you put some logic to it. So that's why you see median prices falling. It's still a strong seller's market. Now, throughout the country, I think some of that median price falling is a result of some degradation, some decline in prices, but that's not here in New London or Middlesex County. The other thing that we looked at is we wanted to see, what the absorption rates are. It's a graphic or a dynamic that we pay a lot of attention to. A lot of foreclosure companies, bank REO companies will pay attention to that. How many homes are selling in any block of time, right? So for a long time here, we were down between 10 and 20 days worth of inventory. And that number is starting to rise as well. We're probably right below 30 in both New London County and Middlesex County, 30 days worth of inventory. Based on how many homes have sold in the first quarter, but that's also a result of not having inventory to sell or not having properly priced inventory to sell. Because that's the other thing that we're starting to experience here, is that some sellers in some towns and some of these counties are starting, their expectations around what they can sell the house for, is starting to outpace what a buyer's willing to pay. So certainly we are still experiencing the highest price we've ever experienced in real estate sales in our area and throughout the country. But as it typically goes through the cycles of real estate, sellers at some point start to think that their house is worth more than what's willing to be bared. And any home should be stretched for a higher and higher number based on the previous sales, but the buyers are much more informed. They're not going to pay ridiculous numbers just because that's the seller's expectation. There is a lot of logic, and they'll certainly pay more than the last sale in most cases in the primary towns, but they won't be dumb about it. Most buyers have been looking for 6 to 12 months, and they're very informed. It's a very informed buying public out there at this point. So once again, if you're thinking about selling, it's a great time to sell. It's still a great, great scenario for any seller. The strongest seller markets we've ever experienced. And now's the time, right? It's April 7th. The flowers are starting to bud. People are feeling like they want to get out there, and they want to make some moves in their lives. So now's the time if you're a seller and thinking about getting your house on the market. And if you're a buyer, you got to have some representation in this market. It's not like it once was. The transaction of buying a piece of real estate or buying your home or buying your first home is very, very complicated. There's a lot of pitfalls along the way. You need a realtor to advise you to make sure that you're not grossly overpaying, that you're covered throughout the inspections, throughout the attorney representation, and in picking that loan specialist wherever you're going to get that mortgage. Hire yourself a realtor. They should have some great advice and will navigate you through the process. As always, you could always reach out to us directly on our website at www.thebillheenanteam.net, or you can reach me directly on my cell phone if you're looking for some advice at 860-850-2697. We always look forward to hearing from you.